I don't know what even to call this man. Is it Brett? Is it Scoville? Is it Kurt? I don't know. We're probably going to use mutant terms. Maybe he's now Brett Mill or something. He's a Iller. He's ill. He's definitely ill. All right, well, let us get to it. So, for those just tuning in and perhaps also, what exactly is the deal with this guy? Well, the fairy tale is he was a bank robber, Mr. Miller, Mr. Scoville, but he decided to turn to the goods and help Aaron Smith-Levin liberate all the women's in the Scientology. So he dated some ex-Scientologist. Seemed like, okay, seemed a few questions, but it's like, okay. He's a reformed bank robber. The reality is he's a 24/7 grifter. And it was so bad that Aaron, who's also a grifter and has his own not very good record there in terms of treating women properly, to put it mildly, got away from him. But Marissa, gosh darn it, saw something golden in him, and so they spent several years together grifting until Marissa decided to play a very long tape detailing his own massive confession of fraudulently stealing tons of money from many different women. But he did it in a clever way, so legally he may not be in trouble, but guess what? He's been grifting from so many other people. They are filing police reports, so hopefully he will be facing a judge real soon. That's the basic short story. So you think with somebody exposed as a liar and grifter would just go away, but no. So after the bars, Sam, who was his co-host, and they were fine, they were friends for a long time, and he admits he does confirm a few things that Brett has given out. Like, was he in prison? Yes. Sam actually was his cellmate. So some of the things he says about prison, they're pure fantasy. They never happened. But some things he said were true. So for whatever reason, Scoville decided to send him a gift with a note, being very snarky, saying, despite your betrayal, here's my gift of a watch. Sincerely yours, Tommy. Despite your betrayal, my friend, I give you my gift. So that really made Sam angry, with a good reason. So what is he talking about? Well, apparently Sam's job as a friend was to cover up the crimes. And when Marissa played the tape, I guess he needed to do the propaganda and say, I think that's AI, guys. I think that's AI audio. That doesn't sound like Mr. Scoville at all. That's not the Scoville I recognize. So he dropped a lot of tea. There's so much tea, it's going to take a number of videos to work through it. So several tea. And Casper has done this himself, so he's clear. He did it too. Scoville ratted out a lot of people, right? So anybody he did any crimes with, he gave the federal government everything. He gave the feds everything. So he's been an informant for some time. And Casper can prove this if he needs to. So there you go. Because he likes to brag. I was really tough. I maintained the code of the streets and the bars. My brothers in arms respect me. And apparently they don't. They realize he is what he is. He's not just a con man. He's a con man of con men. He'll even backstab his own criminal friends. But he expects you to be loyal. Right, right. And Sam usually does not curse out people. He's a man of God, which I respect. He got a little cursy this time because he was getting sick and tired of the lying. So there were several different insults embedded in that one note because he left with the whole. He mentioned God, and he knows that Casper's religious, so he's trying to be like, "Oh, you're trying to make fun of my religion? Oh, okay, that's nice." So several lies are now coming into the open. One is apparently Scoville made a lot of promises to Casper. They were going to get a house together, become like this YouTube team with his brother Johnny, and turn it into like a serious YouTube business. But apparently, secretly, he doesn't like Casper. He makes fun of him. He also made fun of his family, his daughter and his son. This is Casper, right? Casper's daughter and son doesn't like them, thinks the son is a brat. And Casper heard this independently because you might think, well, maybe Marissa's trying to brainwash it. And I think Casper's being a little naive with Marissa. Yeah, that whole relatable race, that's a lie. Anyway, I think he's being a little naive, but apparently Marissa let him know, yeah, he doesn't really like you. But he did get independent sources telling him, yeah, he's talking behind your back. Oh, by the way, Scoville had did this whole long harangue on his show saying, I don't understand, guys. I don't understand. I can't be friends with nobody online. Everyone's backstepping. Everyone's telling tales. All this drama. I don't do that. People who talk about content creators. No, I would never do that. Well, there's actually two lies going on here. One, first he denied that Goot, Knife Hoarder, I would guess include myself, True Clear Meter, we're not content creators. So you can talk about us because we're not content. According to him, we're not content creators. I remember this very clearly. He was responding to some questions like, well, why don't you talk about these people? I don't talk about those people. They're not content creators. Now, apparently, we are content creators. So there we go. So, and again, by his rule, he's not lying, right? He just sent this very nasty note, right? This is by mail. It's not online. It's not a YouTube video. So there you go. So this guy is way too much. So why is he being so mouthy all of a sudden? Well, apparently he's getting rich through the AI. And he's trying to make Casper feel bad. Well, you could have found the money too. And Casper revealed, like, no, he knew. He knew Marissa was going to drop the audio recording. And if he wanted to sell out, he would have warned Scoville. But he's like, no, this is too alarming. It's too damaging. This is going way over the line. I'm not going to do that. So it seems Scoville's trying to rewrite history and try to gaslight him, saying, how could you betray me? Well, apparently this guy's been lying and insulting and slandering his own friends for years and years and years. And as Casper put it really nicely, yes, the truth is catching up with you. So deal with it. So now apparently he's a super rich cajillionaire through the AI, but he's still putting out these pathetic Epstein Diddy videos. Right? Well, if you don't need the money and you don't care about the YouTube career, why are you still going to try to get on Sean Atwood? Sean Atwood has like 1 million subscribers. And Sean Atwood, don't worry, we're going to go back around to him. He tried to blatantly, even after all this was exposed, have him on his program again, talking about Diddy. Well, let's put aside the obvious, and I hate to be that guy. Why are a bunch of white guys? What? You're not from hip hop culture. Did you grow up in Brooklyn or Harlem? Did you go to prison with Diddy? Like, how do you know Diddy? Like, why are you even talking like you're experts on Diddy? You're not experts of rap music or hip hop history. I am, right? And I grew up my whole life on the East Coast. So when I talk about, hey, what happens with Diddy or Biggie or whoever, I actually know some of these people. I've been to the concerts. Again, I'm not like a super well connected guy, but still, I have some stories to share, but they're legit. They're not like these. What is your contribution to the conversation? Oh, by the way, Casper admitted blatantly that he put out a questionable Diddy video where it wasn't technically lies, but they were basically pumping the thing up. And it's like, well, there really wasn't anything there. And Scoville knew that. It was a complete fraud. He's like, we need to get into the news cycle. We need to get back into the Diddy news. Because you and me are convicts. We can do that. We can do that, Casper. And Casper apologized, saying, well, we didn't make that much money. But yeah, it was we were kind of exaggerating. So there you go. So yeah, there's just so much he revealed in these couple of hours. It's insane. It's insane. This guy is just a walking meme at this point. Like, who really believes this guy? Even his own former criminal friends are like, yeah, he's not who he says. He's not this tough mafioso. He's just what he is. He's just an evil clown man who focuses on ripping off old women for tens of thousands of dollars. But hey, if you're becoming super rich through the AI, it's a done deal. That makes it a whole lot worse. At least I could understand if he's desperate, he needs the money. It's like, it's not good. Not excusing him, but like, all right, fine, I get it. He needs to make the money. It is what it is. But it's like, no, the money was coming. So what? He just likes doing it. He just likes finding women, scamming them for the money. And his only justification is, well, they don't need it. They're kind of rich. What is this? I don't understand. Aren't you rich now? What is going on here? I don't understand this. But anyway. Oh, and he's trying to like gain sympathy. Say, they're really sick. I'm giving them company. I'm actually helping them out. Right. Right. He's been a counselor of vulnerable women the whole time. That's why he hung out with Aaron. Because he just loves to help women. Yeah. Okay. All right. A lot of tall tales. But yeah, he was dropping a lot of tea. A lot of tea. I'm not even covering 1/10. It's a lot. It's a lot. Still, I would forewarn Casper. I don't think Marissa's much better, but hey, that's his funeral. I think he's good faith. As he says, he was fooled himself. He was trying to give him another chance, but he was backstabbing him the whole time. So hopefully Casper will move on to a good place. Again, I don't agree with everything he says. He has his beliefs, and clearly politically, I probably wouldn't agree with the guy. But there we are. So good on him for spilling a lot of truth and allowing Knife Hoarder and Goot apparently to be in the chat and giving them a lot of proper respect. So that goes a lot in my book. So give him some love. He definitely earned my sub because it was a hilarious conversation. I'll just say it was a hilarious, hilarious stream. It's a very dark subject, but if you have the time, give it a chance. It is long. It's way over 2 hours. But give it a chance.